I'm talking with Deputy Tammy Hart of South Stormont, Ontario. Hi, Deputy Mayor.
Hello, Jamie.
We're talking today because of the integrity report that is supposed to be issued November 27th, and you have just done an interview with Greg Pierenboom of the Standard Freeholder and leaked the report. Is there, or brought it out in advance? Why didn't you want to wait till the 27th?
Because I felt that when I read that report, I was not happy, and that I felt that I needed to have a good discussion with the report and its contents before it comes out at the council meeting, because when it comes out at the council meeting, I'm sure more will be said then. So I felt that my best bet was to get hold of reporters and have a discussion with them regarding each of the points that's in that report.
Well, right now you're talking to the largest newspaper in the area with the most amount of viewers, so what are some of those points?
Well, it's something I think you'll have to wait, as you've decided to wait until Wednesday the 27th, which is fine. You'll get that same report on that date. I just don't like some of the references in that report. I think that it's counsel against me, and I feel that I'm accountable to the people. I've been honest with the people, and I answer for the people, and that's all I've been doing. And with this report, because of how strongly I feel about my positions on different issues that have taken place in this report, I still think I did the right thing. I don't think it, I know I did. So I stand by my convictions and my honesty, and that's all there is to it. Council's going to have at the end of the day, on the 27th, they'll have their own opinions made up, and so be it.
How do you think the council and Mayor McGillis will react to you going public with this report that's dated for the 27th way before? I mean, today's the 19th.
Well, that's fine. They can react to it any way they want. It's my report. It's about me. There's nothing there that says it's confidential. And like I said, I needed to get my side of it out to the public because I did not want anything skewed. And I thought, this is good. Get it out now. They'll bring it up again at council, and it'll be done. Hopefully it'll get behind me and I can move on.
Was the report favorable or negative towards you?
Oh, I thought it was negative, and that's partly why I was upset, because I didn't feel it was fair, and I was upset with the Integrity Commissioner as well. I don't think he was fair. I think he misjudged me. I think he was biased, and he made remarks that were unnecessary in the report, and that was why I decided to bring my side of it out before November 27th.
Do you think that the Integrity Commissioner didn't do their job?
Well, he did part of his job, but I mean, even in the interview, I was very disappointed, and I made those comments to the reporter as well, that, I thought he was going to be neutral and hear my side of it and hear some of the information I had and understand both sides, because I'm certainly not innocent to everything. Yes, maybe I need to get along better with council, and I can probably do that. Hopefully we can once this is all said and done, and move forward, but some of the comments in this report is not necessary, and I didn't feel he needed to put his input on some of the issues when he was never part of the discussions in camera, which I must admit were mostly in camera, so it wasn't right with his opinion.
Do you feel you've done anything wrong at any level during the whole course of this process?
Well, the only thing I'm going to say is that I can tone it down with council. I mean, I need to. One of the things he makes a good point at, and I told him that I would work on it, is that, when a decision is made, move on. Just get on with it. It's majority that's voted, let it go. And that is one hang-up I have. If I really feel that the public should know about it and it's not justice, and I just think that it just doesn't make sense, I tend to really, express my opinions on it, and I'm very passionate about it, and he's perhaps right. It's a learning lesson, and I just need to let go, Jamie, and I guess maybe I have problems doing that.
During this whole process, have you ever thought about resigning?
Never. No. I plan on staying on. I want to run as deputy mayor. I'm continue to work on what I think is right for the people and stay honest to the people and make sure that things don't get skewed, So, no, that's my purpose, and I've always been that way. I don't regret any of the decisions I've made and stood by.
Now, you just mentioned that you're hoping to get through this and then, work together with council. Do you think that by releasing the information before the 27th and whatever's in the report, do you think that it'll be easier or more difficult to move forward?
I mean, council's just going to have to understand this report is about me. and it's not nice. And I don't agree with the way council gathered up all their information, and, in my opinion, not all correct either. And, it's Tammy against them. So, I mean, I have a right to, if this is about me, then I have a right to make sure that I'm expressing my feelings to the media so that they get a good understanding as well. Because there's two sides to the whole story.
Well, right now, we're recording the conversation, and you have a chance to tell the public, because we'll be publishing this today, what your side of the story is. So is there anything that you want to cover while we're talking?
Well, I can wait until that date, Jamie, when you come out to our council meeting on November 27th, and you'll hear me respond. And if you want, we can get together later on, and I can give you a better understanding of where I'm coming from with this report.
Well, what are we going to read about in the Freeholder tomorrow? Like, what revelations are they going to be writing about that you gave them?
I don't think it'll be tomorrow. I'm not sure when it'll come out.
Well, according to Mr. Pierenboom, the story is coming out tomorrow in the Freeholder.
Oh, I didn't realize that. But anyway, I don't know. He'll have his interpretations of what I feel is needed to be heard from the public, so that it's a fair interpretation. I like I said, this report was a little heavy-handed. Even though I didn't get reprimanded on it, the conclusions were that they weren't going to do anything to me. That I try and work on working with council and, to get on with my issues, express my disappointment in things, or I can always object to things, but get on with it. And that I need to do. So that I will do, but at the end of the day, I mean, it's certainly not nice what I've heard here.
You mean in the report?
Yeah, in the report. And but because I have to defend myself as well. So that's why I took the position of moving ahead on this report.
Is this becoming a personal scrap between you and Mayor McGillis?
No, I don't think so. I think for me, and I think Mayor McGillis knows this, I've been like this all my life when I was with the Ontario landowners, whatever. When I take positions, Jamie, I honestly think that I'm true and being honest to the people, and I answer to the people, I stick to what my convictions are, and that's exactly what I've done. He tends to go the other way, well, fine, but I mean, with information that I always get and the hard work that I put together to make my information as accurate as possible, I feel that sometimes things don't logically make sense. So I guess that's what I need to do. When a decision's been made, I guess just move on, let it be.
Are you proud of the government and management of South Stormont, Ontario?
Am I proud of the government?
Yes, your council and the management team. Do you think they do a good job?
No, I don't. No, I agree. I don't think that. Do they do a good job? They do a job, but I mean, do I agree with a lot of the decisions they make? Obviously, no, because that's what the contention is. I mean, that's why this report has come out, because they feel that they're right and I'm wrong, and I feel I'm right and they're wrong. So I mean,
this is your second term, right?
Yeah.
As deputy mayor. Mm-hmm. All right. So, the current status of South Stormont, you would have been a major player of, no?
Current status, I would have been a major player. I still am a major player. I do lots. Like we still move on with council. I mean, they vote their way, I vote my way, and oftentimes, just the other day, I was voting with the mayor on some issues that come up. So, I mean, it's not that the council is dysfunctional. It still moves forward. I mean, it's always a majority vote. At the end of the day, though, I like to be able to let my constituents know where I stand. And that's all. That's all it is. I just want transparency, and that's what I keep doing, is bringing out my feelings. But that's it. I mean, I can't change a vote. The vote's done.
Is there anything, though, that occurs in an in-camera meeting or in a private chat that shouldn't be brought out to the public?
Well, it depends on how you interpret that, because I've always felt that there are some things that should be more broad-based out there. The public should know what's going on.
Like the pellet plant? Are you aware of Mr. Stasko's opinion of some of the things that you've said?
Well, and apparently there's some things I haven't heard yet, and I don't have a letter. But I mean, that was one thing that, well, his opinion means nothing. I mean, I have a right to my opinion, and so there you go. I mean, what he's saying, I'm not even sure what he's saying, because I don't have that information.
But as a company that was looking to invest in South Stormont, shouldn't his opinion have some validity?
Well, any company has validity. I listen to it all. Jamie, I was in favor of that for a long time. I was in favor of that for a good 3/4 of a year to a year.
Right.
It was only after that I came out against it. And that's after all the evidence I had before me. So, no. I mean, and eventually, Councillor Woods did the same. She's come out against it. and then it still hasn't come, has it?
Well, that's true. There are challenges.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, last word to you, Deputy Mayor Hart.
Last word to me?
Last word to you.
Oh, thank you, Jamie, for interviewing me. And I am glad that I did have this interview with you and give you my side of it, and so that you can understand this report is a little heavy-handed, but at the end of the day, I can put it behind me. Hopefully, council can get back together. We can work together, and you grow from what you learn. So I've learned. I learn all the time. I never stop learning, and I'm willing to continue.
All right, Deputy Hart. Thank you very much for your time.
Well, thank you, Jamie.